Welcome back to Watchmen. Sorry I'm taking so long doing this, just got a lot of stuff on my plate right now. I don't know if anyone else would agree, but I feel like the guy kind of looks like Nolan North. The mysterious Lady Trieu.
You're the billionaire building the big clock down the road. You've been in Tulsa a year, but nobody ever sees you because you don't come out.
Interesting,
Actually,
interesting.
I'm a trillionaire. That building down the road is much more than a big clock.
I get mad villain vibes off of her, but I already really like her.
Right now. Legacy isn't in land, it's in blood. Passed to us from our ancestors and by us to our children.
I don't agree with that, but
you do have no children.
you can make the
when
argument.
Die, your legacy
sure.
dies with you. You'll be, I say, bullshit. Katie.
Damn, she's got a crazy energy coming off of her.
Money for your land. I already did.
What? She is insane, but at the same time, I guess not. What the fuck?
I've placed $5 million in an account that should cover your relocation costs, and you have 30 seconds to decide.
Yes. Like, I fear what she's gonna end up doing with that land, but that seems like a sweet-ass deal. Are you kidding me? Get a new farm. Shit. Okay, so we got ourselves a true master manipulator, negotiator right here. What the fuck?
That is mine.
Well, I think we know why she wanted the land. If you don't like my story, write your own. God damn it, I love the music on this show. So we got her doing some cleanup here. Gotta make sure no one can figure out that, you know, she had will.
Someone broke the glass on the side door. I'm gonna check the premises. If you get an alarm trip, it's just me.
Copy that. Want us to send a car?
No, I
Very
got this.
smart.
Night out.
That's definitely a major benefit of working with the police.
Greenwood Avenue, volunteer fire.
Just make up some bullshit and use that to your advantage. Which
Hello.
is also a major problem if you're a policeman doing some
What's your name?
really bad things.
Angela Abar.
I wonder if
Hello,
that's gonna play
Angela.
into anything.
What can I help you with today?
Oh, that's cool.
Welcome, Angela.
This would be, I feel like, a very overwhelming experience, but at the same time,
1891. He enlisted in the U.S. Army and fought against the Germans
weirdly
in France in World
like
War
cathartic.
I. He returned.
That's a really cool shot. That's not good. Oh, it's this moment. Well, found your car.
This is your car?
So,
Yeah.
was it dropped there because Angela was close by, or was it dropped there because
This is Knight.
Lori
Stolen vehicle
was?
recovered on Greenwood
Or
Avenue.
both?
100 block.
It fell out of the sky.
Yeah, it sure did.
What?
Cool costume.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's better than yours was, Lori. You better do like a little analysis on these pills. There's way too much emphasis on it. It has to do something important. I still think it's kind of like a strength enhancer or something like that.
Where were you?
Oh, you know.
Were you scared?
I'm sure she was.
Yeah, I was scared.
Aww. That's so sweet.
He is too!
I really like that she tells him everything.
Yes, he is!
Whoa, what's
It's very refreshing, considering relationships like this in television and movies are usually one person hiding information to protect the other.
No, he's nowhere. Again.
So, not a very religious person, I see. It's a very Dr. Manhattan view of things.
Nowhere.
Okay, who wants
I mean, I said it before, I kind of go back and forth on religion, but I still kind of feel like that's probably more true. What the hell is this? Oh.
Patty.
this is the first time we've seen him not in
Been a
costume.
couple of weeks since play.
I still get the feeling this dude either put that there or he knew about it.
Granddaddy was a lawman. Maybe it's just a keepsake.
Dude, the music in this show. Pure hype. The fuck is that? Who the hell is that?
The fuck?
What was that, like oil so that she can't grab him? What the fuck? Alright. That was pretty slick. No pun intended.
Angela, right?
Maybe don't say that too loudly.
Am I not supposed to know who you are? You have a nice day, detective.
Mm-hmm. See you later, Weasel.
Is that problematic?
Only if you want everybody out there to hate you.
I don't think she
I have a
cares.
lead on your stolen car. Someone named
Don't
William-
say it. Fuck.
Reeves. Ring a bell?
No.
Nope.
Apparently he was a cop in New York City.
Really?
A thermodynamic miracle. It's the sciencey version of, it's all connected, man. Orphan. That makes sense.
How so?
Well, I mean, you're a vigilante.
Well,
Almost all vigilantes are
People who
orphans.
wear masks are driven by trauma. Nuns murder your parents? Or you were raised by nuns after your parents were murdered?
So what is the significance of this clock? And Lady Trieu said, you know, it's much more than a clock. So what is it?
Anything short of a direct nuclear blast.
What does it do?
Why do I think a nuclear blast is going to destroy it
It tells
then?
time.
It has to be more than it tells time. It has to. She said it was.
What a coincidence.
At least a thermodynamic miracle.
So, I understand you. We never met personally, but I hear he was a great man.
Debatable.
Ông nội chị muốn biết nhận được thuốc chưa?
Oh, what?
Lại hối tao.
That is so sick.
haven't heard that
They
one.
are so slick.
It's quite beautiful. A truly great man.
Oh, wait, is she
So
the,
much of my success grew from the seed of his inspiration.
what was it called? The game
And you bought his
maker?
company right after he disappeared.
What was it called? Okay, that's him. Oh, what the fuck? Jesus Christ, dude. Is this how he gets his clones? Because that's disturbing, dude. Oh, that's fucked up, dude. The voices of the babies are getting older. So weird.
I have purpose, and you have none, except to serve.
Well, I mean, that's still a purpose. Goddamn, what the fuck is wrong with you? Did you just have a bad day and decide to kill them all? Oh, okay, I guess that, yep. Like, I kind of want to laugh, but... Oh, what? Is this on, like, the 40 acres that, Lady Trieu bought? Yeah, it's... The place he's in isn't even, like, real. Oh, that was a cool transition.
Good night, Mr. Reeves.
What?
It's entirely different.
Well, one of you
And
just lay it out there for me.
is the source of my concern.
Oh, hello.
My feet are just fine,
Clearly.
but I am in. All the way.
With what? What is going on? I feel more confused than ever. God, I hate you. I hate you for ending it like that. How dare you? What the shit? So questions on top of questions on top of questions came with this episode. I think it was very good. It had some really interesting reveals that didn't reveal the truth, but revealed more questions and complications to the whole story. I really enjoyed the opening scene of the husband and wife on their farm as Lady Trieu comes in and buys it off of them after she gifts them a son of their own. It was a very surreal kind of scene. Well, at the same time, I think made it very clear that Lady Trieu is willing to do pretty much anything in order to get what she wants, and she really wanted that property, and I can only assume it's because of that comet that landed there. Or not comet, I guess, foreign debris, whatever the fuck it was. Lady Trieu in general in this episode became a very, very... not necessarily likable character, but a really interesting one that I am super excited to see what her whole deal is. If I had to guess who the major villain of the season is, like who is the real source of the conflict and the problem, I would guess it's her. I'm also very curious to see what's going on with her daughter. It seemed like her having a dream like that was not out of the ordinary, and the way they talked about it almost made it sound like some kind of premonition. So I definitely want to know what's going on there. And with everything else, like, goddamn, she's working with Will, and they've clearly made some kind of deal to do something major in 3 days. Couldn't begin to tell you what that is. I'm really trying my best here, but I just don't know. Laurie had a much smaller role in this episode. She was still very present, and I really enjoyed the scenes between her and Angela. Their two alpha energies, like, bouncing off of each other is really fun to watch. Especially that scene with those two and Lady Trieu, because that was just 3 alphas energies bouncing off of each other, and them all trying to keep things from each other while trying to discern information from others. Like, I really loved how Angela and Lady Trieu were speaking Vietnamese to make sure that Laurie wouldn't hear certain parts of the conversation. Like, it just seems that all the pieces are starting to be put in their respective places. It's not all coming together for me, but I can feel that it's building up to that moment where it is, which is going to make the moment when they do finally give you the big reveal so much more rewarding. Like, I can feel it. I can feel the catharsis and joy that I'm gonna experience when I finally understand what's going on. Cal seemed to get a little bit more in this episode than he has been. And again, they dropped me a big question there when they mentioned that he had an accident out in Vietnam where the two of them met. What that is, I don't fucking know. But it's clear that it's something he doesn't like to talk about, so it's gotta be something good. I'm also very curious to who the dude in the latex suit was who slipped into a storm drain. Like, why? Who? For what? And I also really want to know what the fuck is going on with Ozymandias. Clearly the estate he's on is some kind of illusion, in a sense, because when they're flinging the bodies out, they just disappear at a certain point. And apparently he grows his clones out of like little babies he pulls out of the lake. What? If I had to take a guess, I'd say he's probably on the 40 acres that Lady Trieu bought. So I suppose somewhere near that big clock. And she's the one who's keeping him there. And I only think that because of the statue that she has of him in her little Vietnam greenhouse. They even pointed out the fact that she used the older version of him rather than the younger one, which again just gives me more credence to the idea that she is the one who has him because she knows exactly what he looks like right now. But I don't know, man. I don't know. And throughout this episode, there was a very strong theme of legacy, which seemed to visually be realized by all the eggs that were in the episode. Like, you see Cal using eggs to make breakfast. You see the farmers at the beginning selling them. You see Angela tossing them out after Will was making some eggs from the previous episode. And Angela went to go view her literal family's legacy to try and figure out what the deal with Will is. I don't know, man. This whole episode got me fucked up. I don't understand. And I really want to. I know I will. Cinematography was once again great in this episode. I really, really like that shot of Will's hologram blurring out to show Angela, like perfectly lined up with it. I thought that was another great visualization of legacy and the history of a family. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. Music in this episode was, again, as usual, fucking awesome. I said it during the episode, but I think The score of this show is so hype. Nine Inch Nails has really done a fantastic job with it. Acting wise, I gotta give this to, forgive me if I mispronounce this, but Hong Chow. She played the character of Lady Trieu so well, and I really enjoyed like every moment of her on screen. She seems like the kind of person that never speaks without a purpose, which I think was very well put when she put down the hourglass when she was talking. She's like, we got 3 minutes and then that's it, because I don't have time for any other bullshit. And again, I still think she's probably the villain of the show, but she's so cool. Like, she's so cool, and I love a good villain. And I also could be wrong. She might not be the villain at all, but I think she is. Editing and pacing in this episode was, I would say, slow, but at the same time, there was a lot of information or questions proposed in this episode, and we were also bouncing around between a lot of characters, so I wouldn't say it was slow or fast, honestly. I would put it more middle of the road. It worked well to absolutely infuriate me in terms of not understanding what's going on. Overall, I'd give this episode an 8.8 out of 10. I want to give it more, but I'm so frustrated with how many questions that they're throwing at me and not answering them. Like, I'm fully aware that the questions will be answered and I will be rewarded for being patient here. It's just, I can't help feeling frustrated when I don't know what these people are talking about. That being said, I still think it was an excellent episode, and I have to commend the show for being one of the best mystery storytelling type shows I've seen in quite a while. Like, there's been plenty of shows that I've watched where I'm confused during a lot of it, but not quite as many where I can literally see the pieces on the board all being put down in their respective places, and I know that it's going to come together in a way that's going to be pretty amazing. So even though it's frustrating me, it's getting me so hyped to figure out what is actually going on. And I don't know if it's going to be the next episode or the episode after when we start getting like the really big answers, but they said it was only 3 days away to what's got to be a big reveal. So we can't be too far away from something pretty big, and I am excited for the next episode. And that is about it.
Racist detective.
That's an oversimplification.
It's basically what it is.